Hello, and welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Excuse me. Hope everyone's doing great today. Thank you so much. I agree with you on bucket list. Prayers for all the children. Thanks for saying that. Child Abuse, welcome to my channel. Just like, subscribe, and share. And hit the thumbs up. Thanks for supporting me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. As we said, please be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. So, how are you doing today? A bucket list. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I had seen this when I did a little search on missing children. I said, okay, better bring this to people's awareness. There were some other issues that I'll bring into channel maybe one day next week. I always like starting it off with a couple of Bible verses. Matthew 18, verse 6, But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. In Proverbs, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Excuse me. Learn to do right. Seek justice. Defend the oppressed. Take up the cause of the fatherless. Plead the case of the widow. Hi there, good to see you. I'm glad that you're okay. Welcome everyone who's here. Get the copyright disclaimers. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, and news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let us go this at the bottom of the page. To report suspected human trafficking in Tennessee, call the Tennessee Human Trafficking Hotline, and the number is at the bottom of the page. Hey there, good to see you as well, Jackie. Hugs, lots of love. Let's talk about Operation Not for Sale helped find 13 missing children in the Memphis, Tennessee area. Even though this is 2023, when this had happened, we still need to raise the awareness. Excuse me. So here's where it is right here. 13 missing children found in Memphis area during Operation Not for Sale, TBI says. In Memphis, Tennessee, 13 missing children at risk for human trafficking were found in Shelby County during a 2-day investigation, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Let me show y'all the date when this was, okay? As I said, this was November the 9th, 2023, all right? The 6 teams searched 56 locations between November the 2nd and the 3rd to find the children who were considered high risk in regard to human trafficking, the TBI said. "12 children between the ages of 11 and 17 who had previously been identified as at risk were found safe. During the operation, agents adopted an additional case involving a 2-month-old infant, and that baby was also found. Thank God. Thank God that these children were found. The TBI said that they partnered with the U.S. Marshals, Homeland Security Investigations, the Memphis Police Department's Human Trafficking Task Force and Organized Crime Unit, and the Tennessee Department of Children's Services, Absconder Unit, and Human Trafficking Response Team to find the missing children. When criminals are apprehended, it's a good feeling to know that we're putting bad actors behind bars. But that sense of accomplishment is nothing compared to saving a missing child who is being exploited. Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis said in a press release, human traffickers exploit and endanger some of the most vulnerable members of our society and bring unimaginable harm to their victims. I am very proud that the Memphis Police Department was part of this successful operation and thankful for the cooperative work done by all of the agencies involved in safeguarding at-risk children. While those children are now safe, the TBI said efforts to locate other children are ongoing. TBI said that people can report suspected human trafficking by calling the Tennessee Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-855-558-6484. A local nonprofit is committed to eradicating human trafficking. It said rescued children takes a community effort and shared how you can get involved. Some research suggests a runaway within 48 hours of being on the street will be approached by a trafficker, said Cozy Hale of nonprofit Restore Corks. Just like childhood sexual abuse, the perpetrators are people the victims knew before that time, and trafficking mirrors that. The nonprofit is hosting one of its biggest fundraisers of the year, and that was back in November. The event featured 5K and 10K races. And if you need to look them up, like I said, it's Operation Not for Sale. It's the name of this. So I will go ahead and mute my mic so that y'all will be able to hear the news people discussing this.
Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
13 missing children at risk for human trafficking found in Shelby County over the course of 2 days. The youngest, just 2 months old.
Let's go to Fox 13's Dominique Dillon. She shares how a local nonprofit helped law enforcement rescue these kids.
This local nonprofit says eradicating human trafficking takes a community effort. How you can get involved if you're interested in lending a helping hand.
Some of the research suggests that a runaway within 48 hours of being on the street will be approached by a trafficker.
Operation Not for Sale uncovered the location of 13 missing children at risk of human trafficking in Shelby County last week.
Just like childhood sexual abuse, most times the perpetrators are people that the victims knew before, that time. And so trafficking kind of mirrors that situation.
According to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, they rescued 12 children ages 11 to 17 who were previously identified as at risk. Cozy Hale with Restore Corps, a nonprofit that aims to eradicate human trafficking while empowering survivors, says there are some criteria to be considered at risk.
Repeatedly running, whether it's away from home, they could be running from say, residential treatment facilities. They could be running from foster homes.
The TBI says an additional case was adopted during the investigation after a 2-month-old was found.
I don't know if the 2-month-old is like an infant of one of the youth who was recovered. And so that's probably a high probability.
Rescuing these children, an effort that required several agencies working together. Memphis Police, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and the U.S. Marshals all joined forces. But health says it also takes people in the community knowing the signs of trafficking and reporting it.
As community members, I think we can do a better job and, just looking out for one another.
If you're interested in helping eradicate human trafficking, the nonprofit is hosting one of their biggest fundraisers of the year, a 5K and 10K race Saturday morning. For more details on how you can get involved, just head to our website at fox13memphis.com. Reporting in Memphis, Dominique Dillon, Fox 13 News.
I really like that story that they saved 13 kids. Thanks to Operation Not for Sale. I hope y'all find a lot more, especially the cases that we've been talking about for a long while. Like whatever happened with Sebastian, whatever happened with Summer Wells, all these other kids. There's so many missing kids. So one of the stories I'll be saying in a couple of days, it said something about 500 to 600 kids likely go missing. In just a couple of days. I got to check the stats back on and see if I read that right. That's here in Tennessee. So I need to be sure to go back and bring that to the awareness as well. Because our kids matter. Our teenagers matter. I even look at young adults as being kids since I'm older now. But we really need to advocate and be there for people, for children. That's right. Well, I'm glad that God got me through what I had gone through just so that I could advocate. I might not be advocating against it had I not went through what I went through. So I think in a way I could use that as a blessing, right? I can understand and try to help others. Well, thank y'all so much. I had to bring some good news in here about Operation Not for Sale. Let's back them up and maybe they'll be able to find more and more missing kids and bring them home. That poor 2-month-old as well. All them 13 kids. Everyone that got involved and helped this operation, thank you so much. Thank you for protecting our kids and rescuing them. I'm so proud to find some of the good in this. Thank you, everyone, and God bless y'all.